Target traders, pay special attention to what I'm going to be talking about in this video. Now, whether you trade the daily, weekly, or monthly targets, it doesn't really matter. And whether you know what targets mean and have never heard of targets before in your life, it doesn't really matter, because what I'm going to be showing you in this video is a 3-step process of how to make money in the Forex market by using technical analysis with automation. And if you're interested, I'm not sure you are, then wait until the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how to get more content on how to be able to learn the strategy that I'm going to be talking about in today's session. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. Alright traders, well, just before we get into the charts, just want to make sure that you understand that this is a 3-step process, and the 3-step process consists of the following. Number 1, we're going to go ahead and look for what we call missed targets. Now, what are missed targets? These are pivot points that we identify that price is never touched, and we're going to go ahead and identify these targets. Now, the second thing we're going to do is we're going to use technical analysis and a simple trend line. Everyone knows what a trend line break is. If you don't, you may want to pay attention to some of my videos that I've posted in YouTube and review those. But trend line breaks are very simple channel lines, whether it's an uptrend or downtrend, and price has gone ahead and broken either to the upside or the downside of that trend. So we want to see a change in trend. That's our technical analysis. That's it. That is as simple as it gets. Then what we're going to do as the third and last process is we're going to use automation. Now, I've got a trading system that I like to use. It's called Right Trader Max. What it does is it uses EMAs, which is exponential moving averages, and it confirms a trend and confirms a trading opportunity. We have built a robust trading system that's going to be able to help target traders to be able to identify these missed targets and then deploy a trading system that can trade towards that when things line up, which means that shorter trend lines up. Let's go take a look at the charts, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm referring to on the 1 hour time frame. So on the 1 hour time frame, I'm using weekly targets, and I notice that we have a unhit target right about here. Price has never come to this level over the last few weeks, which means, in fact, over a month ago, we haven't reached this target. So the first thing I want to go ahead and identify, of course, is the target, which I have now done. The second thing I want to go ahead and identify is when market breaks through this channel. You can see here, if I look at this downward trend line right here, we can see price had broken through this downward trend line. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer up right here so you can see. So price has gone ahead and broke out of this downward trend line and started rallying up, dipped down, and then rallied back up again. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to identify this break of this trend line. Once the trend line has been breached, now we want to go ahead and move down to a lower time frame. That's right, to a lower time frame. And I'm going to go to my trading system, and I'm going to move it down to a 15-minute time frame, because look at this. If I had to go ahead and deploy that same trend line right here, all right, you'll notice that we are still trading below the 200 EMA by the time we cross over right here. So we're trading below it, we go back, we retest it, but we're still staying above. This is what we call the no trade zone for a lot of traders, because they're unsure of whether or not they should be trading this. But if I go to a 15-minute time frame and I gear it down to a 15-minute time frame, take a look right here. Now you see a different approach, all right, or at least a different opportunity. On this right here, on a 15-minute time frame, you can see that price did break through this downward trend line, came back, retested a few times before going back up north. And so here is when we start looking to deploy our trading system. And we're going to deploy our trading system right here as price comes back to retest the bottom right here. And we're going to deploy it going bullish. Now, I want to show you the opportunity. Notice the blue and the red ribbons. Notice that when the blue ribbon goes and moves across the red ribbon right here, it's going to confirm for us a buy signal. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer up right here so you can see. Notice the blue ribbon's trading below, and now it goes above the red ribbon. So here we're going to go ahead and look to buy. Now, this is where the opportunity really excels itself. Because if you take a look over here on the 15-minute time frame, if I were to enter over here at the cross of these two EMAs, if I had to enter here at that spot there and I place my stop loss below the 15-minute low, I'm looking at a 65 pip stop loss, maybe a little bit more than that, but give or take a few. Look at the opportunity as price moves back up north. Look how much profit potential there is on this. All right, there is our signal. Now notice that price comes back, it retests a little bit below this the 200 EMA, just spikes a little bit below there, spikes a little bit below there, but never stays below there for too long until here. All right, now take a look at the opportunity from around about here to this level here. All right, that is almost 600 pips. Remember, you put in a 65 pip stop loss on this trade. With a 65 pip stop loss, you're trading in that direction, chasing after X amount of pips. And in fact, this opportunity was 600 pips wide. 600 pips. So you're risking 65 for 600 possible opportunity right here. And remember, traders, this is on a 15-minute time frame. So the beauty of this whole strategy is that not only do we identify where price is trying to move to, we also identify what trading system we're going to be using by gearing it down to a lower time frame. So what did we do? We first, number one, we identified the missed target where price is never touched. And the reason why we're paying attention to these levels is because 97% of the time price comes back to these levels, whether it's in the first trading period or in the next trading period, or if it takes a few trading periods to get there. 97% of the time price moves to these levels. Now, so we've identified a level that price comes to very often, number one. Number two, we identified that there's a change in trend, and that's important. We have a trend that was bearish. We have now a change in trend that's now moving bullish. The third thing we're going to do is we have a trading system that has a whole bunch of different settings within inside the system that's been coded that's going to help us take a trading system and deploy that in that direction only. So when the signals come up, it's going to only buy in that direction right until that target. Now, what we've also included inside the automation is that when price gets to that target, it not only closes out your profit, but it also goes ahead and removes the EA, the automation, the robot, from your actual chart and stops trading further. So it goes ahead and takes your profit and then goes ahead and removes the automation, the robot, from your trading software and stops you from trading further, so that you can go ahead and once again reevaluate what you want to do from that point onwards, which means that you'll be looking for a new missed target. You'll identify a new trading opportunity, find another currency pair with a missed target, and then go ahead and look for trend reversal, trade that trend reversal towards that target. Traders, this is a very simple concept, but what you really need in this is you need the education to be able to understand how to identify the trend reversal. You need to have the tools to be able to identify the missed target, and you absolutely need to have a trading robot that's going to go ahead and trade for you, because listen here, the honest truth is we cannot be around the computer 24/7, and so you need automation to be able to help you become more consistent and make more profits. I hope this video has been very helpful and useful, but listen here, the bonus is this. I'm going to be sharing some videos in the week that I'll be pointing out some trading opportunities and showing you exactly how and what I'm going to be trading. And of course, I'm also going to be using a trading system, and I'm going to show you the inputs and exactly how I set it up to trade towards these targets. And I'll be using what I call a geared down trading approach towards that target. Traders, it is going to be fantastic, so do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you put the notification bell on so that when I do post these videos, because you want to be able to get them as soon as I post them, because remember, old news is no news we can trade. We need to trade with current market conditions, right? So when I post them, you want to be paying attention, watching the videos, and to see exactly how you can set up and look for your trading opportunities that are presenting itself in the week. Good luck with your trading, and I'll see you in the next video.